you, Zach. The occasional weekend blackout bender. Opens the mind and frees the chakra, or whatever the hell they say. Okay, wake up. We promised them we'll do more reviews. We gotta jump right on that, okay? It's gonna take more of a hangover to stop you, you know that. Okay, first things first, let's just check to see how my previous video's doing. Give me a little motivation while I am feeling like shit. Oh shit! Hi there, Z here, and I know, I already broke my promise about putting out more YouTube videos on a regular basis here, and instead of telling you exactly what happened, I would prefer to do another method. I would prefer to just throw out a bunch of explanations, with one of them being the truth and the rest of them being complete lies, and letting all of you determine which one is the truth. Let's start with my computer broke down, and I had to build the entire thing from scratch. I was dedicating all of my time to solving world hunger. I saved a bunch of orphans from a grease fire in a bus. I adopted a Chinese baby, or I was in severe depression and it was in a suicidal fog until very recently when I came out of it. Best of luck! And while you're all determining which one sounds more like me, I think another movie review is on the table for today for two reasons why I'm not picking a video game review over a movie review. One, the movies are just a lot easier to do. They're easier to record, they're easier to write a script for, and honestly, I have a lot more fun with them. And two, I just don't really have any other good video games that I can make reviews of. I was working on a Valheim one, and then insert scenario above here happened, and then it's just kind of like, I'll put it on the back burner until I have more time. And then everyone seems to have forgotten about the game. So why waste my time on that? So what would be a good movie you would think that I would do? Well, since the last review, we had our boy Nigel Bach, our well-loved boy at least, on this channel. We did his review. I say we swing to the opposite side of the pendulum on the directorial scale of badness, and we go straight to Jeff Profit. That's right, we're going straight back into the mind, the same mind of the man who made Something Crashed in the Woods and Factory of Paranormal. We're going back to that guy, because he has recently come out in the past year or so with something called Violent Justice, where a detective takes crime into his own hands, and when you see someone walk away from a crime, he goes out and he enacts punishment, and he kind of puts justice to people who got away, and then sometimes kills them. And oh no, well, you know what they say, if you're not finding an original thing to talk about, use personal life experiences. So you guys go ahead and enjoy that. I need to call my employer to see if I'm still employed. Please let me be employed. I told mom and dad that I can't be kicked. I can't lose another job or I'm going to be kicked out of the basement. Please tell me I still have a job. So the movie opens up to, what is this? Is this effort? Actual effort in a Jeff Profit film. No solo cam, no improvised lines, no lazy production value. No. Instead, we get actual actors. Well, actors, because from what I've seen, most of them were just kind of small parts on TV shows. But better than what we usually get. They're actually actors. Also, an actual plot and a thought-out script and...
Here's your dollar back, motherfucker. I figure that's what your life is worth.
And a catchphrase found only in 80s action films. Dang, son, this is progress, ladies and gentlemen. That's what this is. This is progress. The same man who made Factory of Paranormal also made this movie that we're watching right now. I'm almost proud.
What's going on, Sarge?
I got a call from District Attorney.
And it's gone. Okay, well, this is Jeff Profit's boss who, you know what, I guess I should probably call him by his actual character name, which is Detective John Davis, but whatever. This is John's boss, and they're kind of having a back and forth about some criminal who will most likely get off scot-free from his crimes in an upcoming trial, and okay, I can't ignore this here. What is happening? Okay, I mean, they either use two completely different cameras or someone thought it would be funny changing the contrast, because this shot reverse shot that they're having is like nowhere near the same quality. I mean, these are really, really often, it's super distracting. Like, not only that, the camera shooting the sergeant looks like it's a resolution from an old Nokia phone, or most likely it's a zoomed up picture of what they initially took of him, and then they noticed that his wife beater was kind of showing underneath the shirt, and it was kind of off-putting. But Jeff Prophet's shot looks 10 times better, like Canon quality. Anyway, to surmise the scene, the boss tells John to take some time off to forget about this upcoming trial and cool off. And, you know, because he said this openly to his boss.
Yeah, well, as a courtesy to the victim, someone should slit that guy's fucking throat.
So yeah, he probably should take some time off and, not go right back to work with this much pent-up aggression inside of himself. But to no one's surprise, the verdict is not guilty, and just like what most people would do when they get upset, they would kick their dog, they'd get drunk, and they'd go to sleep, right? Wrong, you idiots! Wrong! The obvious thing for any police investigator hired by the government to do is threaten the man and belittle him over and over again so the criminal could use a legitimate form of harassment in any future defense cases thrown at him.
You're guilty. You should be killed for. Everybody gets theirs, one way or another. You sick fuck.
Now that is top-notch work right there. And after that little tirade, we have the sergeant talking to John over the phone about confronting the guy, and really nothing happens.
All right, I'll catch up with you later.
Later.
Holy hell! I keep forgetting. Jeff loves these stinger sounds. The 15 minutes in and he's needlessly used about 3 or 4 of them. He just loves them. But after the phone call, we, yet again, have John find the criminal and talk shit to him for another few minutes before... Oh, hell yeah! Hell yeah, Jeff Prophet! I mean, John! Hell yeah, John! You get that rapist, pedophile, murdering, tax evading... Okay, yeah, okay, Jeff. Okay, we get it. Okay, he's attacking the criminal. We're understanding the basic... I did not edit this at all. He just keeps repeating the attack. Okay, he snapped his neck. He's a murderer, and he's taking justice into his... Yeah, we got it, Jeff, we got it! So after that intense murder, he does some self-reflection in the mirror and... Oh, come on, I was having a good time here. God, I hate it when movies and TV shows show you flashbacks to something that literally happened 8 minutes ago. I hate it. It's like they're treating us like we're a bunch of idiots. It's like Jupiter's Legacy all over again. And after looking at the mirror and doing his best Joker impression, we cut to him speaking to his boss and telling him that he's quitting the force.
I've been doing a lot of thinking.
You finally decided to take some time off.
I don't want you to think you can talk me out of this.
Okay, I don't even know if he's looking at him at this point. I mean, look at the angle that the sergeant is looking at, and then look at John. It looks like John is talking to, like, the wall right beside him. Am I wrong? Like, with the angle the sergeant is and the room layout, it looks like John is not looking back. Just cut back to me. I gotta show you guys something here. Okay, so when I'm trying to... Yeah, I know, different shirt. I'm doing this at a completely different date because past Zach kind of fucked up the audio when I was doing this part, so I was listening to it while editing, and I thought, I need to redo this. And don't worry about the darkness at the back. I'm not hiding anything from you guys. It's just the lights went out, and I didn't buy any more light bulbs. But let's get back to what I'm saying here. I'm going to try to make it as nice and clear and concise as possible. So... I'm not a video producer. I've never made a video in my life that I would prefer people to know about. But if you're doing like a shot where two people are talking to each other at different angles, like because the sergeant looks like he's talking like from this angle, right? He's kind of talking like I'm John, and he's talking to me from over there, right? So if he's talking at me from over here. a person would say, place the camera right here. This is where he's going to be talking to. And then John would have to be facing this way. Either his full body, or maybe he could turn his body a little bit, but his head has to be looking this way. Because it has to look like he's talking to another person, right? But not in Jeff Prophet's world. Jeff Prophet's world, all he does is it's like cameras right here. The Sarge should be over there, and he's talking directly to the wall. I don't understand. Again, if I'm not getting it, and that might completely be the issue here. I just don't get it. Maybe my mind isn't wrapping around what should or shouldn't happen because I've never done it before in my life. But it looks really off. So anybody else who's kind of watching like the background clips that I made up where I'm talking about this, like it's gonna happen again when we go back to past Zach. But it looks weird. So anyone who agrees with me that it looks weird, you can do whatever you want. Leave a comment if you find that preferable. Or you could just say to yourself, that guy's right. Yeah, that was a good eye, Zach. But by all means, if you're looking at it and it looks weird, don't worry. You're not the only one, okay? So I'm just gonna take control, past Zach. I just had to fix your fucking problem. So let me get back to my drink and I'll have a good night. Cheers. Hey, thanks, Zach from the future. While you deal with your alcoholism, let me get back to the review. Whatever he is saying, he's pretty much trying to get to the point where he wants to quit so he can do things he can't do with a badge. So what it sounds like is he's going to go find criminals that he thinks are guilty and, like, murdering them, which, excuse me, I'm getting a little lost in the weeds here. So, death to every criminal. Right, sure. I can get behind that, actually. I have no problem with that. Missed the speeding ticket? Psh, we're gonna send Jeff Prophet out to torture and murder you. But is this like Minority Report, where this ex-detective John Davis is an all-knowing being and knows that you're guilty by the research that he does personally? Because I don't want to spoil Minority Report to you, but it's not always 100%. That's all I'm saying. It might be a little bit of a flawed system of you looking through folders makes you sure that the person did the crime, but you know what? Yeah, fine, we'll just go with this here. We're just gonna assume that you're an all-knowing, omnipotent entity who knows where all the crime is at all the time. Let's move on. But ignoring what my problem was just right there, that's exactly what he does with this victim guy, criminal, right here. Alright, I'm picking up on the Jaws sting, and I think I get it. Like, he's hunting him, like a shark. I get it. You don't want to be hit with copyright, so you only pick, like, 1 or 2 notes from Jaws, but, okay, the slow motion was cool for the first few seconds, but can we move this along a little bit? I don't have time for this shit. I got a review to finish. Okay, so we're gonna fast forward this here, and I'll just tell you that he somehow kidnaps him and begins to belittle him right in front of his face before murdering him.
Wake the fuck up.
Wait, you're the guy I saw in the park.
I don't look familiar to you?
I can't feel my legs. You gotta take me to a fucking hospital.
Now, why would I do anything to help a piece of shit scumbag like you?
You're that fucking cop.
I'm that fucking cop.
You can't do this, you're a cop.
I can do whatever the fuck I want. You see, this is what's called true justice, or violent justice.
Ah! He said it! He said it! Nice. Very nice. I like it. And after killing him in the least gory way possible, we have this woman introduced to the movie. This is Michelle Reyes, a major crimes unit investigator trying to figure out where all of these missing criminals are going, and she's got her eye right on our boy John Davis. So, like any other bro helping his other bro out with a homicidal maniac, the Sarge sets up a in-person meeting with John to warn him about her.
I had a detective from the DA's office ask some questions about you.
She came to police headquarters?
No, she stopped.
Oh my dear Lord, did anyone check the sounds on this after recording? Like, literally, what the fuck is this gain? You get the main character turned up so high you can hear the ambient noise all around him, and then the secondary character, who's supposed to be in the same vehicle as him, and you can barely hear what he's saying. He's so quiet. This is so bizarre. Does nobody re-watch their videos after they record them to be sure everything's looking good? It can't be just me, right? Can't be just me. This man had all these actors and all of these film equipment, everything like that, and yet I'm the one who double checks, triple checks, quadruple checks over my video to make sure everything sounds fine. No, okay, yeah, sure, whatever. We're just gonna move on. Fine, whatever. I don't care. You think I care? I don't care. Yeah, I fucking totally care. So next, we have Michelle and her boss meeting up. Oh, hey, that's a neat looking shot. You know, good job, Jeff. Solid job. They meet up in a shady alleyway to talk about how Michelle knows it's John doing all these killings, and you hear an old man say shitbag.
Shitbag.
Nice. And after we have Michelle and John meeting for a brief rundown / interrogation where nothing of note really is said.
What about violent justice?
Hey, he said it.
Violent justice?
Okay, Jeff. Okay, dial it back a bit. You're kind of abusing this excitement, okay? Just stop. So, Michelle is interviewing people and confronting John about her suspicions about him, which makes him run and cry to his sergeant, who sets up a meeting with Michelle's boss to do some inconspicuous, totally not Illuminati get-together in a local park. Yep, just a regular old get-together of two men in their 40s or 50s dressed like Men in Black agents and sitting on a public bench not looking at each other at all. Nothing weird about this. I personally do this every time when I reconnect with a good friend. I don't know about the rest of you. All jokes aside, this is honestly the only time in the movie I was actually interested in what was happening. Just like any other high-ranking member of any sort of shady cop Freemason society, they talk some shady shit about this is the way it's supposed to be, and we have to make things look a certain way, and she'll come around eventually, like some real diabolical sounding shit. So, sure, it only took an hour into this hour and 21-minute movie, but I'm in now, Jeff. What do you got for me? Well, after the meeting, the old man, that is the boss of Michelle, tells her to back off the case, which is obviously going to make her furious and more determined to take John down than ever, which brings us to the final scene. If anybody cares about spoilers at this point, this is where you need to look away. So John has his next victim tied up, and he's pretty much doing the same thing he's done with all of the other guys, belittling them and enjoying every moment, which is a good time to bring up a little hypothesis of mine. Each of these torture scenes seems like he's taking a little bit of a power fantasy for himself. I'm talking about Jeff here. He says the same stuff over and over again, but by the tone in his voice, I mean, you can surmise that he might be taking some enjoyment out of it, which, I may be looking too much into it. I don't want no lawyers to come over and talk to me. I don't know. Just ignore me and my conspiracy theories, and let's get back to the movie. As soon as he gets ready to kill the man, hey, nice hatchet shot, Jeff. Very good. Yeah, very good, Jeff. Nice shot. Michelle comes in to stop him. I'm sorry. Wait, fucking what? How did Michelle know where he was? Did I miss a scene? No establishing scene showing how she got in, where she knew where he was, nothing. Absolutely nothing to show how she got here. I'm not editing anything out. You can rewatch the movie if you want yourself. Nothing showing her where he was. I mean, I assume John isn't doing this in a personal garage or something that is actually attached to his name, right? You would assume that he has a torture house or a blood shack or something that is completely out of the way so no one can find him, but fuck it! Instead of showing a scene of Michelle trailing him or doing some actual detective work to find out where he is, no. We don't have enough time. We used up all of our films on the fucking flashbacks and the slow motion scenes. God! Whatever. I'm a happy man. I'm enjoying this movie. Yeah, sure, this isn't completely destroying the entire thing. We're almost done here. Let me just... Okay, so they have a dialogue back and forth on what John is doing and if he's doing the right thing or if it's the wrong thing and what justice really is and what it means. And when John extends his hatchet to the tied up man to kind of threaten him...
He's right.
What are you talking about?
Join us.
I used all my energy before when I got mad. I don't have any more energy. How did he know where... I guess everybody knows about this place. Yep, that's it. Everyone knows about this place. Everyone knows that the bald man brings in the bad people and then and only one person comes out. We all know that. You know, the bad part on John, it is that he made his torture room in the middle of the fucking downtown Maine road. Sure, we'll just go with that idea. Everybody knows what he's doing at all times and they just ignore him. But this is the whole payoff. The higher up cops and FBI agents have people like John all over the world exacting revenge on criminals who the cops think that they're guilty and I'll just show you my reaction to the ending because I can't put it into words right now. I can't.
Join us. Do the right thing before Harold has a chance to do that to someone else's loved one. Give that girl real justice.
Say it. Say give him violent justice.
Violent justice.
Yeah! Yeah, violent justice! Woo! Oh, yeah! Oh, what you gonna do? Come on. Boo! Boo! Jeff Profit, boo! What the fuck? Come on! Come on, baby! Why are you doing this to me? That would have been... Oh, come on! Ah. That would have been so cool if she just, like, shot everyone. Just killed them all. Oh, you fucked it all up. You fucked it all up. Oh, you were riding on a high, and you fucking took a downer, you piece of shit. And that was Violent Justice. That was the whole movie. And this is supposed to be the post-commentary review at the end of the video explaining why I hated this movie more than life itself, or how it was so funny and it's like The Next Room. But honestly, Jeff, we may not see eye to eye, but this is what I like to call a massive improvement. I was coasting at like 40% entertained, with spikes going into the 70s at some part. Yes, there are glaring issues with this movie on a technical level. People not looking at each other. The gain is sometimes fucked up. The lighting, the contrast, everything is like an M.C. Escher painting where I have no idea what's happening. But look, you got a solid plot. You got some solid actors. The woman who played Michelle Reyes is probably one of the best actors that you got, and her boss was fairly decent. You got writing in it, you got some good shots. This is a great combination of legitimate low-budget movie and laughably bad technical errors with an ending that I personally thought was a cop-out, but you know, I get it. I've seen worse. So overall, I would encourage anyone to watch this movie for the mediocrity of it, or if you want to see a decent low-budget cop drama if you are not as picky as me. Go find a copy at your local store. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, he doesn't have physical copies. No. Well, almost all of his movies are on Amazon Prime. No, actually, wait. Now I'm thinking, when I was trying to find this movie before, they removed a lot of Jeff Prophet's movies for one reason or another. He has a YouTube channel. You can watch it on there. I'll leave it down in the description. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and cheers.